Good afternoon, and welcome to Valley Middle School. At this time, I would ask that you please rise as our choir sings the national anthem. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I would like to welcome students, parents, teachers, staff, and guests to our end of the year 8th grade assembly at Valley Middle School. Today we have an opportunity to recognize students that demonstrated excellence in academics, leadership, character, citizenship, and perseverance. These awards represent more than grades or accomplishments alone. They reflect the hard work and commitment, growth, resilience, and positive impacts our students have had on their classmates, teachers, school, and our community. To all of our award recipients, congratulations. You have represented yourselves, your families, in Valley Middle School with pride, respect, and responsibility. We are proud of your accomplishments and excited to see what you will continue to achieve in high school and beyond. We also want to recognize that every student here today has contributed to the success of this 8th grade class in different ways. And after today, this will be known as the class of 2030. Let that sink in for a few people, but 2030. Each of you has helped shape the culture, memories, and the spirit of Valley Middle School as we have transitioned from the original Valley Middle School to the new Valley Middle School. And as I was talking to a few people as we were coming in, I'm not sure what the temperature is outside, but today it's a cool 70 degrees in here. Last year at this event, we were a shade under 90. So, that's something to celebrate as well. So at this time, we are honored to begin recognizing our 8th grade award winners. But first, we would like the Valley Middle School Jazz Band, under the direction of Mr. Kanabi, play our school song. Thank you. So at this time, we are going to recognize our students, both the Eagles and the Mustang teams. As I said earlier, every student has contributed to Valley Middle School, and we will recognize each student at this time. Again, this is an assembly. This is not, it's not a graduation. It's not a certification. We are recognizing our students at Valley Middle School. So at this time, for our recognition of our students, please, when your name is called, please rise, stand for a moment, and then sit down. We will we would like to clap for all students at the end. If you can't resist, we understand, but also be respectful for the next person whose name is being read. So at this time, Mrs. Jeffrey and Ms. Svingy will read the recognition of students.
So as we call your names, you guys can stand, and the parents have your phones ready, and you can take a picture if you want while they're just standing in their seats. Gunjan Akari. Houston Agar. Levi Armbrust. Raymond Anderson. Hensley Art. Ashton Ogden. Ella Arnold. Carson Bailey. Josh Bailey. Annabelle Byers. Yasmina Volkova. Braden Spellgard. Morgan Bassett. Cameron Belgard. Zayden Blue. Layla Booger. Shelby Bowe. Kaya Blue. Helen Borba. Deacon Brevitt. Blake Morgan. Caleb Rosser. Ava Bai. Fiona Bukta. Charlie Carlton Priest. Blaine Bulger. Isabella Carpenter. Bree Busher. Cade Carey. Wyatt High. Kayan Chavez. Ariana Carr. Samriddhi Chaudhary. Devontae Chester. Carolyn Christie. AJ Cole. Chloe Conklin. Gentry Cooper. Liv Covington. Chelsea Davidson. Destin Day. Gabrielle Dakota. Adrian Doreen.
Lorraine Damaris.
Brandon Dupree.
Sophie Dorward.
Abdulmalik Dubat.
Logan Edwards.
Mark Barber.
Grace Effa.
Evelyn Fisher.
Haley Ekram.
Landon Fuller.
Nolan Escamon.
Valentina Demaro Anastasio.
Jasmine Farley.
Carter Gonzalez.
Jaden Fraction.
Maria Gonzalez.
James Freestone.
Nashaya Grubbs.
Micah Gander.
Kay Kelly Ueli.
Kaya Garnett.
Danica Gutierrez.
Kareem Gaiton.
Damon Guzman.
Ariella Haxat.
George Guzman.
Alexander Holverson.
Dakota Harrison.
Roman Harden.
Amir Hassan.
Tegan Hurd.
Dorothy Herbert.
Carter Holcomb.
Weston Hiller.
Tane Hood.
Gavin Horn.
Tamsin Hyde.
Daylon Von Ruby.
Aiden Jeanson.
Ruby Johnson Richards.
Sage Jones Wright.
Macy Hall.
Corbin Joseph.
Michael Kelly.
Mason Kamrowski.
Chell Kinsett.
Bjorn Koso.
Atticus Nerd.
J. Marion Kennedy.
Joby Knudsen.
Serenity Kurzman.
Jake Knudsen.
Cooper Kylie.
Jaden Lavallee.
Emma Questad Evans.
Ethan Mabry.
Dustin LaFontaine.
Easton Martin.
Jackson Lamont.
Maria Martinez Gillian.
Ivy Lopez.
Cohen Matson.
Spencer Manton.
Ella McWilliams.
Carmen Martin.
Carla Mendoza.
Alyssa Meyer.
Jamari Miller.
Demarion Miller.
Cooper Montgomery.
Reed Nelson.
Jet Moreland.
Aspen Nordian.
Mackenzie Murray.
Easton Nordian.
Colin Nykel.
Brianne Ozowski.
Kendall Knopsinger.
Braden Page.
Daxon Norby.
Christopher Pulowski.
Dominic Norby.
Nathaniel Robertson.
Jace Noyce.
Marlena Rutherford.
Johan Pacheco Taco.
Olive Sadness.
Carmen Palm.
Abigail Sandsburn.
Julie Patricio.
Ben Sapag.
Ethan Peterson.
Beckett Schmitz.
Elias Salin.
Rylan Seaman.
Bennett Sheeval.
Jake Sherrick.
Adeline Schill.
Lamont Shoemaker.
Wyatt Scott.
Aubrey Sosa.
Thomas Smith.
James Sudell.
Ray Sosa.
Kristen Sudell.
Ronan Saucer.
Mara Tibbetts.
Sadie's Thomas.
Ripton Torgerson.
Dante Tubal.
Gabe Touchstone.
Nicholas Venter.
Jack Vignes.
Kai Verhoeven.
John Bondo.
Sean Walker.
Cecilia Bondo.
Bridget Wormagern.
Stella White.
Avery Wesley.
Amaya Williams.
Pragya Yaka.
Amelia Zenzook.
Congratulations.
All right, let's give one more hand to the class of 2030. So one of the things, 8th graders, when we finish up here, make sure that you thank the people that came here today for you. Now, at this time, the jazz band will be performing You've Got a Friend in Me, under the direction of Mr. Kanabi once again. Thank you, Mr. Kanabi and Jazz Band. We will just take a moment here because the next item in our assembly is to recognize the Allie Morgan Award winner. Mrs. Erin Cummings will come down here and she will present this award.
Good afternoon. Allie Morgan attended Wilder and West Elementary Schools. She was diagnosed with leukemia in the 4th grade. While undergoing treatments, Allie continued with school and activities as best as she could. She went to lobby in Bismarck in front of the legislature and wrote to the governor to have September declared as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. She then attended Valley Middle School for 6th and 7th grades. Allie finished her cancer treatments before 7th grade, so when she got to 7th grade, she did everything she could. She played volleyball, basketball, played clarinet in a band, went on the 7th grade Wolfridge trip, and sang in the Grand Cities Children's Choir. Allie's leukemia came back after 7th grade, and she wasn't able to attend any of 8th grade at Valley. But through all her cancer diagnoses and treatments, Allie never stopped fighting and continued to fundraise for cancer research. She loved life and told everyone to smile wide every day. At Valley, we honor an 8th grade student with the Allie Morgan Award every year. The student shows a positive attitude and a smile, even through challenges. This year's award winner also participates in athletics and works hard in music and all of their school activities. This year's Allie Morgan Award goes to Sage Jones-Rex.
At this time, our teams will recognize individual award winners for the year for Pride in Self, Pride in Others, and other school awards. Pride in School as well.
All right, good afternoon. I am Mr. Cummings, and stand with Okay, and we're back. All right, I'm Mr. Cummings, and this is Mrs. Gander, and we are here to present the Pride in Self Award for both teams. The individual for Pride in Self consistently exceeds expectations by demonstrating a deep commitment to academic and personal growth. They take full ownership of their learning, actively setting goals, seeking feedback, and reflecting on progress. Through the strong self-advocacy skills, they communicate their needs, ask thoughtful questions, and pursue opportunities that enhance their learning experience. Their proactive and self-directed approach not only fosters high achievement, but also inspires those around them. So at this time, I'm going to read the Eagles, Ms. Gander is going to read the Mustangs. When you hear your name, please come get your award. First up, Eagles, Amaya Williams.
All right, first up for the Mustangs is Yasmina Balkova.
Sophie Dorward.
Isabella Carpenter.
Ripton Torgerson.
Julie Patricio.
Gabby Dakota.
Call.
Alyssa Meyer.
George Guzman. And chosen by the Wallabies team, Gabe Touchtone and Ruby Jackson.
All right, and doing the pride and others is Mrs. Millen.
The Pride and Others Award is for students that actively engage in school life beyond the classroom. These students are participating in extracurricular activities and with enthusiasm and commitment. They consistently demonstrate excellent sportsmanship, integrity, and respect in all settings. Whether picking up after another or contributing positively to the learning environment, they lead by example and embody the values of responsibility, fairness, and community mindedness. I will be reading the Eagles and Mr. Stern will be reading the Mustangs. Our first student is Ran Osaka.
Addie Shield.
Cooper Kiley.
Nico Venter.
Anthony Cole Jr.
Gavin Horn. Ethan Mayberg.
And Carmen Martin.
Chloe Conklin. Chosen by the Wallabies,
Wyatt By.
Sujan Bakari,
Next up will be the Pride in Schools Award.
All right, my name is Mr. Meyer. I am the Mustang science teacher. This is Ms. Bremer, she's the Eagle science teacher. We are presenting the Pride in School. These individuals consistently go above and beyond to create a supportive and inclusive environment for peers, adults, and visitors alike. They take genuine joy in celebrating the success of others and are Hello, here we go. You're late to class. All right. Their actions reflect a deep sense of empathy, community, spirit, and leadership. leadership, making them a valued and uplifting presence in any setting. The first student from the Mustangs team is Wyatt Scott.
The first student from the Eagles team is Cameron Belgard.
Next up for the Mustangs is Avery Wesley.
And for the Eagles, we have Tegan Hurd.
For the Mustangs, our third student is Cooper Montgomery.
Next up for the Eagles, we have Fiona Gupta.
Next for the Mustangs, we have Ava Bai.
Next up for the Eagles, we have Layla.
The Mustangs, our last one that we chose, and then we have one more from the Wallabies. The last one from the Mustangs is Evelyn Fisher.
And last up from the Eagles team, we have Olive Sandness.
And from the Wallabies, their pride in school is Dottie Herbert.
Also from the Wallabies, Kaya Garnett.
And I do believe next up, Mr. Flores and the choir will be singing us a song.
Now, at this time, we'll recognize students receiving the Presidential Education Awards for Academic Excellence and Academic Achievement. The President's Award for Academic Excellence, represented by the Gold Seal Certificate, honors students who have achieved high levels of academic performance throughout their middle school years. They have been on the A honor roll since 6th grade. The President's Award for Academic Achievement represents the Silver Seal Certificate, which recognizes students who have demonstrated significant growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development during their educational journey at Valley Middle School. Both honors reflect the dedication, perseverance, and effort these students have shown during their time at Valley Middle School. We're proud of all of today's recipients and grateful for their support provided by their families, their teachers, staff, and anyone who's encouraged them and guided them along their way. As your name is called, students, please come up. You'll receive a certificate and a pin. We'll do two groups. We'll first do the Presidential Achievement Award, and if you would gather over here, we will take a picture, and then that will be followed by the Presidential Excellence Award as well. So at this time, we'll have Mrs. Jeffrey, Mrs. Benji read the Outstanding Academic Achievement Awards.
Gabe Touchstone.
Olive Sadness.
Jackson Lamont.
Deacon Reddick.
Wyatt By.
Micah Gander.
Tane Hood.
Cooper Kiley.
Abigail Sandsburn.
Cameron Belgrade.
Julie Patricio.
Yasmina Valcova.
Macy Call.
George Guzman.
Adeline Schill.
Avery Wesley.
Ronan Sauser.
Thomas Smith.
Isabella Carpenter.
Nicholas Venter.
Parents, if you want to take a picture of them before we move on to our next group. Smile big. Now for the President's Award for Educational Excellence. Ella Arnold.
Gunjan Adakari.
Shelby Bowe.
Swarnam Bassett.
Kellen Barboa.
Fiona Bucket.
Cade Carey.
Samriti Chudari.
Carolyn Christie.
Gabriel Dakota.
Adrian Doreen.
Landon Fuller.
Tegan Hurd.
Kelly Ueli.
Dorothy Herbert.
Ruby Johnson Richards.
Sage Jones Rice.
Bjorn Kelso.
Alyssima Meyer.
Treasure O'Connell.
Carmen Palm.
Beckett Schmidt.
Ben Sapa.
Wyatt Scott.
Jake Sharon.
Rajon Zaka.
And Rifkin Torgerson. Again, we will pause for a picture.
So at this time, I would like to introduce our team leads for the Eagle and Mustang Students of the Year. Ms. Georgeson and Mr. Dalton, please come up here.
Afternoon, everybody. As Mr. Shill got done saying, my name is Justin Holton, and I'm an 8th grade math teacher out the Mustang team. And I have been given the great honor to represent the Mustangs today and give out our Mustang of the Year awards. The nice part about having this award come last is that it really is a summary of everything that we've talked about already, right? These students have pride, not only have pride in themselves, but they go above and beyond the expectations. They turn in their homework, they do great work in here, they represent themselves greatly within these walls. They have pride in others. They're always helpful to people, they show respect to their peers and teachers, and really they're the best of us in how they treat the people around them. And the last one is pride in school. Okay, the students have to represent Valley and participate in the activities and get around the community and be a proud Valley member. After careful consideration and an incredible amount of respect for the history and the tradition of this award, the Mustangs got it down to 2. They couldn't do just one, so we decided on 2 co-winners. And it is my honor and great pleasure to present to you the 2026 Mustangs of the Year, Kate Kelly Gelly and Craig Yaka. Come on.
Hi, I'm Miss Jess. I am the Eagles 8th grade math teacher. When the Eagles decided their student of the year, we teachers considered which student not only met expectations, but who goes above and beyond what's expected of them. We looked at which students helped their peers, supported the learning of others, and added positivity to all interactions they were a part of. This year, the Eagles truly had so many amazing students to choose from. Ultimately, we chose a student who consistently shows drive, determination, and a growth mindset. The student treats not only their peers, but all adults with respect. They show up each day with a positive attitude and a desire to learn. They are an exemplary peer role model for all students around them. It's my great pleasure to announce that the Eagle of the Year is awarded to Jake Sharon.
Okay, at this time, I would like to introduce our speaker who's going to give us a few remarks, but also welcome you 8th graders to high school. And, you know, at this time, it gives me, it's a great honor to introduce Mr. Mike Wilbur. He has been a teacher at Valley Middle School and he's also an associate principal. And today he serves as an associate principal at Central High School. And I believe that's best we give him a shout out. I've already done that for him, but there's a few, I've told many of our 8th graders that Mr. Wilbur is somebody that's in their corner and is here for students. So at this time, I would like you guys to give a very warm Valley welcome to Mr. Mike Wilbur.
Good afternoon. Good to see everybody. It's wonderful to be invited to an event like this where we have all these great students being recognized for their accomplishments over the school year. Just wanted to say a few things. I know it's towards the end of the assembly and keep my remarks short, but at the same time just hopefully give you guys some pointers for high school next year and some things that you'll need to be successful. It's kind of interesting to see, you know, the turning of pages is something that we do in life often. And so for you guys who are finishing up your middle school experience and you're about to start your high school experience, just yesterday, we had 263 seniors that had their last day of school, and they'll be graduating on Sunday, this Sunday. We're awfully proud of them and know they're going to go off to do great things, but we're also really excited to be able to welcome all of you guys to our school. A little bit about Grand Forks Central High School. First off, I should ask this, people in the audience, how many of you guys are Central graduates? Anybody in here? Raise your hands. That's great. I love doing that. We are the oldest still operating high school in the state of North Dakota. Grand Forks Central High School was built in 1882, and we're still around, and we're very proud of that. We've had a lot of wonderful people come through our building. We've had a lot of wonderful staff work in our building, and you guys will get to know those individuals next year. Some other things I just wanted to share about Central. We're a little over 1,000 students, so we have right now, I just checked it yesterday, actually we had 1,043 students. And one of my favorite things about the school is that we bring kids in from all over the place. So we get a bunch of our students from Valley, which is great. We also have kids coming in from Manville. We have some kids coming in from Thompson, Schrader, Twining, South, you name it, they're coming to Central. And we all get together and get to know each other that freshman year, and it's really interesting to see how things grow over the next 4 years when you'll be with us in high school. A couple of tips I just want to give you. So we obviously want everybody to get off to a good start when they get up to high school. This isn't my quote, but it's one I use often with students. I think it's very true. And the longer I've been in my position as an assistant principal, the more I reflect on it. It came from I picked it up from a guy that was actually a basketball coach in Detroit, Michigan. And he was working with some kids that really came from some tough circumstances. And one of the things he used to always say to them is, show me your friends, and I'm going to show you your future. And I think that's such a true thing. You need to be very selective about the people that you're being around and associating with, and make sure that they have very similar goals to you, because if they don't, you'll get led astray. And I'm not just speaking to you as students, but as adults as well. So show me your friends, I'll show you your future. So next year when you're at Central, make sure you're very selective about picking people that have similar goals to you in terms of what you want to accomplish. The second thing I wanted to share with you and encourage all of you to do is to get involved. We have over 51 extracurricular activities along with athletics. And so we really encourage you guys to get involved. If you haven't already, find something, find that niche, because it's a great way to get connected to school. And oftentimes what we see is kids that are doing those types of things have more success in school. All right? And the third thing I wanted to share with you is how you do anything is how you do everything. All right, and what I mean by that is, right now, as 8th graders, you've been working on developing some habits, some life skills, and hopefully those are good habits that you can take with you up to high school. All right, when you get to high school, things like attendance matter. All right, we have an attendance policy, we've had it in place for 2 years. Students go over 18 absences in a semesterized class, they get dropped from that class. All right, the reason we do that is because we want kids in school because we know they do better when they're here consistently. Okay? We want you to have good grades. All right? You need to work hard in your classes. Right? Preparing yourself for the future. The grades you get stay with you on your high school transcript. You're going to be earning credits. You need 23 credits to graduate. All right, so when you get to school, we want you to start off working hard, doing the right things, being there consistently, all right, getting good grades, because all of that builds up to that moment when you're going to graduate, which I know seems like it's a real long ways away. Trust me, it'll be here before you know it. All right, 2030 will be here just like that. And you don't want to have regrets because of mistakes that you made as a freshman, all right, when you're a senior. So when you get to Central High School, do the very best that you can, show up all the time, work hard, and you'll do great. I wanted to leave you with this. There's a football coach, his name's Kurt Signetti, and he's the head coach of the Indiana Hoosiers. They won the national championship this year. And Kurt Signetti is a guy that started out, like most of us, as an assistant somewhere at a small college, and eventually got himself to the University of Alabama as an assistant, and bet on himself and took a head coaching job at a really small school, and he started winning there. And because he had success there, they moved him to a somewhat larger school, James Madison, and he had a lot of success there. And then they moved him to Indiana University. And who was the last guy that won in football at Indiana University, right? And it was just an impossible thing to do. Well, lo and behold, he gets to Indiana University, and last year they had a great season. All right, and they have momentum. And this year, they went undefeated, they won the national championship. So he's kind of the big hot guy to talk about in coaching. And one of his quotes that he gave, he's talking about how successful and how you get kids to be successful. And I just love it. I'm going to share with you, and I think it kind of pertains to some of the things that we're talking about. Kurt Signetti said, in life, you get freedom of choice, but not freedom of consequence. First you form your habits, then your habits form you. The small decisions you make daily, things like preparation, work ethic, and how you respond to adversity, those become your habits, and over time, those habits become your identity. In life, you're free to choose your habits, but the consequences of your choices, they're not optional. So while you're here and moving through these next few years, be very careful about the habits that you choose, because they're going to form your identity. All right, we're going to help you with that. All right, we're going to encourage you along the way. But really be conscientious of that. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you today. Mr. Shad, a couple of closing remarks, and that'll be that. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Wilbur. At this time, we will we'll have our closing. We have the jazz band. We'll play the school song in a moment. I just want to remind you that following the conclusion of our school song, we ask the students, when you follow your teachers, when you leave here, let's leave in an orderly fashion. Make sure you thank your parents. We'll clean out your items, take everything home. This might come as a surprise, but you will not need those items tomorrow at school. So at this time, Mr. Kanadi and our school song, and thank you for coming to Valley Middle School today and supporting your students, our school, and our community.
On your feet, 8th graders, stand up, 8th graders. Last time we hear your school song.
and have a great